black wife effect is just styling white boys into black men.
Ooh wee.
White brotherhood to the white T men that's dating black women, y'all should feel some type of way. They saying basically to upgrade y'all, they got to turn y'all into one of us. Me personally, I want somebody to accept me as I am. But, I'm just saying, I ain't trying to start nothing.
So today we're going to talk all about the black wife trend, which has been basically black women showcasing how they have added to and improved the physical appearance of their non-black husbands. So they have done this by helping to step up and glow up their non-black husbands, grooming, changing his fashion, his wardrobe, and just showing how the black girl magic can rub off on the non-black husbands. Black women have been eating this up over on TikTok, especially because we already have enough black men, black women drama. Let's add something else in the mix.
Just to let you niggas know, we don't need y'all.
However, there have been some opposing views. Women are calling out black men who are speaking out about the black wife trend, saying that black men are just quote unquote bitter, angry, and upset because they have missed out on opportunities and did not assert themselves in the dating market, and they do not place value on relationships with black women, that they only view women as pump and dumps and baby mamas, and they are not willing to share their resources and a life with black women, that they do not see any value. However, black men are pushing back to say, that's not true. And we as in black men who are interested in black women see a value in you all. However, these are some of the issues that we have had with trying to solidify and have a relationship with black women, and that it's quite funny that when a black man gives his opinion about anything that black women talk about is an issue, black men get called sassy, they get called A, B, C, D, E, F, G's, so on and so forth, and that they are attacked just for having an opinion, where just last month in April, black women were up in arms about black men during the NFL draft being alongside their non-black partners, the majority of them being white women, saying we are not mad. We just find it a little cringy that you are taking characteristics and physical attributes that you claim to be dusty and unappealing and unattractive about black men, but you find so much more value in your non-black husbands, partners, boyfriends, who are taking all of the best parts that you do like about black men and you are applying them to your non-black husbands in a way that comes off as cosplay, utilizing cultural appropriation. Look at the conversations around divesting, dating out, going where you are appreciated. There is a small percentage of black men and black women who ever marry and date out. 33% of black men are married. Of those 33% of black men whom are married, 85% of those black men are married to black women. Black women, 27% of us are married. 93% of black women are married to black men. The likelihood of you marrying someone within your race is far greater than you marrying out if you ever decide to get married. I'm all about individuals doing what they perceive to be best for them. If you find someone that values you, that honors you, and I'm not just talking about just women valuing men, it's men valuing, honoring, respecting, loving their women as well, regardless of race, then that's a good thing. I'm happy for you. But what I do not like is this idea that because you are prioritizing dating out, being a passport bro, divesting, your choice to date out should not come at the expense of bashing and degrading very same people of your same race. Still find value within your own race and culture. And no, we don't own each other. If you decide to date outside your race, that is your choice. For me, as someone who's been married for almost 14 years and in the same relationship with a black man, preference has always been to be with and be married to a black man, which is what I did. The thing that I wanted to talk about is there has been this quote that was supposedly said by billionaire Ben Horowitz. Horowitz is married to a black woman by the name of Felicia Horowitz. Quote is him saying that Black women, they add value. Black women are for grown-ups, and billionaires prefer Black women. It went viral on TikTok the last few days, and Ben Horowitz actually spoke out on yesterday on Twitter, and he announced that in fact is not true. He never made that statement. He would never make a statement like that about a particular group of people. That yes, he loves and adores his wife, but he did not say that about Black women in general. And actually, Ben and his wife Felicia met back in the 80s at Columbia University. And they had shared interests and values when it came down to technology and social issues. So that is how the two of them met. Of course, someone threw that out there. Black women will eat up anything when it appears to try to prove or disprove point or prove men to be wrong, especially when it comes down to value of Black men in relationships. So know what you think about this topic and this subject down in the comment section. Let's check out compilations of people giving their response and chiming in on the Black wife effect. Until the next video, peace.
But a lot of y'all Black women have the white man savior complex.
I just want to say that when the Black wife trend came out, I wish I would have said it earlier, but I knew when I saw this trend blow up that the Black men were going to start getting jealous of white men in that way. I knew that they would see these glow ups. I knew that they would see all of these things and say, that should be me. But sir, why isn't it you? Y'all don't actually want Black wives. You barely want Black girlfriends. You just want Black baby mamas. You want Black situations.
I really can't take it, and I don't like playing the blame game. But the way Black women act with Black men versus white men is hilarious. Let's talk about it, right? When Black women are dealing with Black men, they scream they don't need a man. We don't need men. We don't need y'all. Y'all don't got no money. They look at us as inferior to white men. They look at the white men as superiors. Am I lying? I don't think so. So when y'all get on here doing the I'm a Black wife thing and I'm dating a white man thing, nobody really cares. But when you make it your personality and you're shitting on other people, your own race at that, it's a problem. Y'all don't even respect Black men. Black men get bashed every day. Y'all don't respect Black men at all. Y'all treat us way different. You women solely date white men to use them as trophy husbands. That's it. Just to say you're doing it. You make it your personality. But let a Black man get on TikTok or Instagram, whatever this trend is on. Let a Black man do that with his white wife. It's gonna be an uproar. You wanna know what's funny about this trend too? These Black women will sit here and look at a Black nerdy man that doesn't fit their standard and call him a nerd and corny, but will go date a nerdy, corny white man and change him. And then post them and flex them like, oh yeah, I made him get some swag and some drip and brag about it. It's funny though. But yet they shit on a Black man. It's funny, man. It's funny.
I'm telling you. Yes, I'm telling you.
The same men on this app complaining about the Black wife effect trend are the same men that don't date Black women to begin with. Because why are you so bothered about white men or other men that are not Black showing appreciation and love to Black women? Like, why does that pain you so much? Like, you need to think about that internally and just, explore that a little bit more. Secondly, this trend is not exclusive to white men. Like, if you have a Black wife, I've seen many Black men do the Black wife effect trend, and it's like, it's cute. You can do the same thing. The only problem is, in order to do it, you'd actually have to date Black women to begin with. Marry them, which you don't do.
Anything. But that shit there, no can do, guys. Alright, bitch, you going too far. No can do.
I don't know if y'all have seen the trend here on TikTok where it's like a white guy gets a Black wife and he glows up. He goes from looking like he plays Mario Kart for a living to looking like the cool uncle at the cookout. Every Black family, a lot of Black families got one of them, and I ain't even mad at him. Cause bro, the glow up be crazy. You be like, how is this gonna turn out? And then bro, gotta tape up, dressing nice, looking good, look happy as hell. And it's a whole big thing, right? The reason I'm talking about this is because last week, in the most unproblematic way ever, like the draft happened, and you just saw a bunch of young Black men who are athletes, right? Sitting on the couch nervously looking at a TV. Next one was a pretty white girl, and fucking TikTok went crazy. 30-minute slam poetry think pieces on why they hate themselves and they can't get them a Black queen.
Today, I'm giving
how this is fucked up. This is a, oh man, and it's all this shit. But this week, it ain't, like, if you go look at those comment sections, it's all love. It's all love and shit. It's love for me too. I ain't never gonna be mad at somebody who got them a pretty woman when they look like they shouldn't have got them a pretty woman. Bro got him one, and then she leveled him up. At the same time, I ain't never gonna be mad at bro. He won. Really, those men are winning at life. And I guess my question is, why is there always this one-sided like argument? And it really be an argument. Y'all be on black men's asses on social media. Why is it like this? Bryce had a whole thing like, I was a college athlete, this is why, really explaining the real life shit behind it. Y'all wasn't trying to hear that. There were other black dudes who were like, white women are nice to me. Y'all be fucking up the movements. That's really what be going on. Because black women and white women in real life are just as nice to me. The only time black women are mean to me is on social media. Literally. In real life, all these women are nice. Like, at first at least, like, what the fuck, unless you piss them off. I've never had these experiences y'all be saying y'all have with black women. That's just a side note. I ain't never been cussed out or no crazy shit. Not even by my mama, nigga. I don't know. I have heard stories about people who are very close to me. It's just never happened to me. But I date all races. The massive majority, I'm married now to a white woman. I know y'all hate me. But like, women I dated throughout life were black women. And I had nothing but like good experiences overall. Fuck is we talking about? But it's just like when this argument comes up, it's always some shit. It's always some shit in one direction. Like, is this that mate guarding shit that people be talking about? Because maybe mate guarding is something that women feel and men don't. Cause bro, what? I never give a fuck. Baby, you did your thing with him. Good. Shit, good for y'all. I'm happy. I just think it's a bit hypocritical. That's all I'm saying.
You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied. You ain't lied.
Wanna know something funny? The black wife effect works on black men too. It's just a little bit easier, I think, with men who are not black because they date black women without, the intimidation isn't there. They're not intimidated by the black woman. They're kind of just happy to be there. So they're more open to taking suggestion from a black woman versus a black man. But there's some black men that will tell you that the black women in their lives completely elevated them as far as their personal style, business, and a host of other things. But I think it's just harder to do that with black couples if that black man doesn't see the value in what black women bring to the table. I noticed there's this level of respect in interracial relationships off the bat, I believe, just because that racial factor is there. So you want to make sure your partner is comfortable. So whereas two black people are in a relationship and they're both black and they know what it means to be black and they're going through black things together, they almost kind of take each other for granted in a sense. So if you're not fully open and healed, you don't want to listen to each other. Seeing the black wife effect in these interracial relationships, these white men, Asian men, whatever their race, they're coming into it like, I'm just happy to be here. I trust this black woman. I know I'm in the right place, and whatever she says to me or whatever she sees for the vision, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna try it because I trust her 100%. But for some reason, sometimes in black relationships, we're not trusting each other. Does that make sense? Can somebody help me walk through that? Like, if I was to date a white man right now, I don't know what it's like to experience life as a white man, and he doesn't know what it's like to experience life as a black woman. So we have to come into it with an open mind and an open heart so we can listen and understand each other and care for each other. So I think that's how that level of trust is built, and you're kind of able to elevate each other in a sense. And I really don't say that to say that black people can't do that for each other, because my mom literally did the black wife effect with my dad and like his level of style and things like that. So it happens all the time in black relationships. But I think in the current climate with the conversations that are happening between black women and black men, I think that's kind of one of the reasons why we don't see eye to eye, because we don't trust each other. We don't trust each other. And I want to know, why is that? Like, why don't we trust each other?
what you trying to say.
Now, I hate to be the one to stir the pot, I really do, but I'm sorry. If I see some hypocritical shit, I'm calling it out. It's a trend going on right now, and they're calling it the black wife effect, right? Pretty much, it's black women who are married outside of their race, and they're showing the before and the after of their husband being married to them, right? Now, like I always say, I don't give a damn about nobody's preference. You can marry the size, shape, color. You can marry whoever and whatever you want. I don't give a damn. But this is where I do have an issue. Just read these comments. I'm loving these black wife effect. Keep them coming, ladies. 15.5 thousand likes. The material was always there. Sis said, rise, king, and he did. 1,200 likes. I love this trend. God damn, you won. Shit. Girl, what kind of seasoning you used on this one? Flip the roles real quick. If black men was coming out here posting on this app, showing the before and after of they white wives and they other race wives, saying they put seasoning on them, because all the seasoning really is like you could just tell they've been involved in black culture and now they a little bit culture. That's really all the seasoning that they put. But if black men was doing this with they white wives and they Hispanic and Asian wives, oh my God, we wouldn't be able to breathe. I'm black, my daughter black, her mama black, she got 4 black grandparents. But if I was in these comments asking, oh, what seasoning you put on that one, man, what? Y'all would be giving me hell. And don't act like y'all wouldn't.
So apparently Ben Horowitz has said billionaires prefer black women and some black men are upset. But do you know what's so funny is every time one of these black men who don't date black women, and I have met several, every time one of these black men who don't date black women is called out for it, what do they say? It's just a preference. It's just a preference. I'm not racist, I'm not colorist, it's just a preference. Oh. So it's okay to have a preference, just not when we're the preference.
Billionaires prefer black women. They are loyal and guard your interests. Black wives are for grown-ups. Except he ain't say that shit.
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
He has confirmed via the Twitter, I never said that. I never even spoke to the woman who originally posted it. I sent her a cease and desist, but well, take that part. I love my wife, but I don't talk like that about groups of people. Yikes! His tweet was so timely because I was actually working on a post where I was trying to figure out the original source of the quote and how this post fooled so many people. Because how would y'all let a post like this fool y'all into thinking this was a real quote? Because y'all know y'all can hit Google and just Google things and find where the original source is. You would have found out that this is bullshit, but the best part about this is like he wasn't even a billionaire when he married her. They've been married for like 30 something years. He was a bartender. She worked the night shift somewhere. They met on a blind date. Regular people shit. He didn't choose her because she was a strong black loyal woman that he needed by his side because he was a billionaire. He chose her because he was in love with her. Because he loves her, the person, not her, the black woman. We have to stop with all these weird ass tropes that we are assigning to people's race. It is getting crazy. Their relationship is the result of 2 people who had chemistry and who had shared values and shared vision and partnership. Many of y'all have to admit that the reason you struggle in your relationships is because you're not looking for partnership. You're looking for someone to solve all your problems. Sorry, it's the truth.
Okay, now back to that one.
Yesterday, I made a video about the Ben Horowitz quote, preferring black women, and now we all know he didn't say it, and there are a lot of black men in my comments who want me to address it. Cool. Now, I did not fact check the quote, so you can drag me to hell and back for that. But part of the reason I didn't really feel the need to fact check it was because I wasn't really talking about Ben Horowitz. I was talking about the black men who were angry about the quote. Men like, these guys here. As a deeper skinned black woman, I have heard pretty much my whole life how undesirable I am. And I've heard it almost exclusively from black men. Nevertheless, I love black men. I'm married to a black man. My father is a black man. My nephews are black men. I love black men. If you're a black man who loves black women, then nothing in that video was aimed towards you. But as they say, a hit dog will holler. I do stand by everything I said. So, just so we're clear.
Bro, for 9 hours, black women have been in my comments about me saying white men in mass in general, majority of white men don't want them. They have been in my comments arguing for Zaddy, for that pink meat to be in their mouth for the past 9 hours. Defending their right to Zaddy. That is nasty work. A video that they have hijacked and turned my conversation from black men don't have the ability to state our preferences, and the fact that the pasta and lobster girls, instead of focusing on making themselves better black women so that they can find the black mate, and be appealing to the black male that they so badly want, that they would rather believe a false fairy tale that they can find hope and love in a race of men a race of men who historically have done foul things to them since the beginning of time, since slavery. That is insane to me, and they're defending that. That's wild. That's wild to me. They are defending their zaddies to the grave. They'd rather live in delusion than to get their shit together and be with black men that want them. That's crazy, bro. See, the mental gymnastics and the amount of energy y'all put into defending zaddy, if y'all could only give an ounce of that to the average black man, you might get somewhere. The amount of understanding they have for white male preferences when it comes to women is mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. And it's the same way that they can go out and go to work and work for zaddy for that white paycheck and do everything he asks for them, but then come home and give you shit to eat. And it's wild that none of those women address the fact that they have the understanding, compassion, sympathy, and grace for a white man stating his preference, which is literally saying, I fetishized a black woman, had sex with her, but found out I really didn't want her. But I'll still date a biracial and I'll still be with white women. But I get it. They don't like the truth. Y'all don't like the truth. Whatever it takes to make them feel better. They would rather take the exception and make it the rule of thumb rather than face reality and get their shit together. And for all the ones that are in those comments talking about, well, that's a lie because I've dated. You see, they always say they date, aka they have sex with a lot of white men, but not a lot of them are married to them. I'm literally telling y'all what Dr. Umar tells black men, that those white girls just fetishize them and only want them for their bodies. But y'all clap it up for Dr. Scamming Umar.
Yes, sir! This nigga spitting. Damn, nigga!
Yeah, you better take that video down. You better take that fucking video down. That man said, I never said that. I never even spoke to the women who posted it. Now, black women, I'm not gonna kick you while you're down. Even though when that fake ass quote first came out, I seen video after video after video after video. You thought you had a friend. You thought you had a fucking friend. Come back to reality. Oh my God, he ate that. He ate that. Yeah, they know how to treat us. That man ain't say that shit. He didn't say that shit. There's so much I want to say, but I'm not trying to get too crazy today. Next time, don't be so quick to jump ship. That's all I'm saying.
That's the problem with my people. Y'all, at the very given moment, just unserious. White man come on here and tell y'all that black women is for grown-ups, and y'all just yuck, and y'all up in here looking worse than Shannon Sharp ass. Stand the fuck up, black women. Damn. They don't believe that shit, because if they really genuinely felt like that, they wouldn't have been trying to get us all kicked out the workforce for our fucking hairdos. Or better yet, getting us kicked out of anywhere we go. Hold up. Black women are for grown-ups. Fuck on. Take your pandering on that side.
Why would she say that?
I had one of my white homies hit me up and was like, have you seen the black wife effect trend? He's like, bro, I think I need a black wife to kind of spruce me up a bit. I beg your pardon? And it got me thinking, all the black wife trend is grooming. They don't groom the same way we groom. And I just saw this video I'm about to play you, which kind of explains what I'm talking about.
First being white people hygiene, where I think growing up in a white household and taking care of yourself, taking care of your hair, taking care of your skin, like washing your body, like brushing your teeth, like it was never really like taught. It
wasn't until I went on my first spring break trip with my homies that I realized there's no like mandatory let's shower every day. There's no, we just got out of the ocean, so we need to take a bath. They consider that like ocean rinsed. It's pretty wild because this is one of those things also, like unless you're in a white household, you don't really know how they're raised.
I don't say we avoid bathing, but we bathe very rarely.
A bath?
Yeah, like we didn't bathe her for the first full part of her childhood.
What's the first thing you wash?
Okay, I definitely go hair first.
Hair first?
Hair first.
Do you wash your hair every time?
Well, I only take like one shower every 6 days, so.
So you start with hair?
Start with hair.
And then
I'll normally do conditioner and then face wash. Then I get out.
Wait a damn minute.
One of my friends told me he's never washed his legs. He's 34 years old. Ever. My favorite things about being black is the way we were forced to fucking lotion our bodies, shower every day, and groom ourselves. It's so kind of universal amongst black people. If we ever have too much lotion on our hands, you can just put your hand out and the next black person next to you will take the lotion off and put it on them without saying a word. And to end, for all of you wondering what you need to do, like I said, get a fade. You don't have to cut your hair short, but get a fade. Something that kind of sculpts your scalp. Get a beard, trim your beard up. Men look better with facial hair. It's part of white culture to shave your facial hair off every day to look quote unquote presentable. Yeah, feel yourself a little bit, Bradley.
There's this topic going around where this white billionaire supposedly said black women are for grown-ups, and the man never said that. The secondhand embarrassment I feel for y'all goes crazy. You mean to tell me y'all did all this dancing and y'all did all of this like shucking and jiving because you were so happy that this white man accepts you and he likes you better? Come to find out, the man never even said that, and he sent the woman who said he said that a cease and desist. And the crazy thing about it is when I first heard people saying this, I was like, hold up, I gotta look this up to confirm, because there is no way this tech billionaire said something so ignorant publicly. I highly doubt a tech billionaire would single out a group of women or men like this. Like, it just doesn't sound right. And come to find out, the man never even said that. I keep telling you, black women, y'all have to stop begging to be accepted and so happy for acceptance. It's pathetic. Like, you shouldn't even care that any group of men like you. It should be, so of course he likes me, so does everyone else fall in line.
So why are people upset that white women are dating NFL players and athletes in high numbers? Black athletes, why do we care? I have said this, and I have always said this. There is always somebody prettier, younger, and skinnier, but there's not always someone available to you that is richer and more successful. Rich men are rare, beautiful young women are not. You guys keep saying, oh, they only want them for money. They're only there for money. You are too. Everybody is only there for money. When men reach a certain bracket, they already are aware that 9 times out of 10, this woman is looking at me because of what I have. They're not dummies. Some are, but a lot of them know. She's most likely here because of what I'm about to be or who I am. You are too. You would be, you want to be, and you are too. So all of y'all are there for his money and what he can provide. So if he knows that 9 times out of 10, all of y'all are there for his money, he then at that point has to make a choice. Well, who am I going to let use me for my resources? Because all these women out here want me for it. He's going to want to be used by whoever his preference. That's his business. At that point, we have no say so. And it makes me feel like, why do we care? Because no shade, but a lot of y'all wouldn't date these guys if they were broke. They wouldn't even date these guys if they were broke. So it's like, are y'all fighting over hypothetical money that y'all not gonna get? Like, what are we upset about? Who they date and pass their money off to is their business, because it's their pockets and it's their life. Black people, we don't own each other. If one black person wants to date out, that's their business. Good luck to them, congratulations. It is what it is.
I don't know if it's funny or embarrassing finding out that it was a black woman who created the whole Black Wives Are for White Billionaire post, or if it's more so embarrassing or funny seeing as how many black women got excited when the post ended up going viral. Because I thought y'all didn't believe in marriage. That part. I thought marriage wasn't the goal. I thought marriage wasn't that big of a deal. But when a white billionaire says Black wives are for us, all of a sudden
But where did that energy go? That goes to show when it comes to a lot of black women, if a price tag isn't on it, we too much don't really care about it. And that's the issue, because it means that we're still for sale. The love of money is the root of all evil. Y'all have a blessed day.
It's an evil world we live in.
I am going to hold your hand when I say this. The black girlfriend effect is nothing more than dressing up your white partners as black aesthetics. Please don't shoot the messenger, because I see the before and afters, and before he looks like David and after he's looking like Davido. And it's because he's having a sharp hairline, which has historically been black culture, African American culture. Suddenly he's having sharp beard, which has also been black culture. And like, I don't want to ruin the vibe, but it's like, I've always thought it was slightly strange to get a white person and kind of like them to adorn black aesthetics. Whatever happened to the regular Chads? Not every day has to be cosplay. You know what I'm saying? Just whatever happened to them looking like Chads and Brandons. You know what I mean? Like, no disrespect. I just noticed a trend when people were talking about the black girlfriend effect. It wasn't looking like black girlfriend. It was looking like people dressing up in black culture. But
Okay. That part. I ain't never represent, baby. I ain't do no wrong. I can clean up good for you. I know right from wrong. 'Cause I wanna make it so badly. $1 million, baby. Don't help me. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. It was so black ass. It was black ass.